Wilson. With it being opened up, with Kensington being opened up, the traffic has gotten heavier and faster. So we had sort of like a reprieve in there when the work was being done. And during the summer, it's very.
On Wilson, right?
Yes. And during the summer, it has gotten very difficult. And then you throw in things like the farmer's market and stuff like this. We have people driving up our alley, trying to get out of the alley. They don't understand.
Can you just come to the microphone for 1 second? Usually that will help so we can, the recording, you need to speak into the microphone. Mind coming up?
We originally passed the petition because people were getting increasingly afraid to come out of our alley onto Kensington. And then someone else extended the wording on it to include Frederick and all the way to Wilson on one side of the street. So the traffic is coming down from Wilson, it's coming very quickly. And we're sitting there and we can't get out of our alley. And when you do get out of your alley, it often is blind because people park pickup trucks and SUVs from, there's no space there. So how do you get out of the alley? And then across from us, there are more cars parked. So people have actually been pretty good about stopping on one side and letting people through. But this is how we drive there all the time. And there's been a crossing guard put at Bartlett and Kensington, I think, because of the increased traffic. So then you drive towards Oakland, and you've got all these cars. People's rearview mirrors are being ripped off. I hit one myself, I didn't rip it off, but you can barely get through there. And if people do not cooperate and stop and let someone through. And I think this is kind of a problem for the village. It's worse for us because of the one exit alley. But it's increasingly, you pull over to the side of the road and you let other people go through because we have parking on these little streets on both sides.
Can I just clarify, can you clarify for the board what the request was to do, from which street to which street along Kensington?
Can you read the petition?
Yeah, there are two different requests. There was an original one. I'm sorry.
Okay. We, the underside residents of Shorewood, urgently request that parking be permanently banned on one side of the street of East Kensington Boulevard between North Oakland Avenue and North Newhall minimally. And that was the original. This area is made unsafe for driving and pedestrians due to congestion created by the two-way traffic, blah, blah, blah. On the longer term, consider restriction for the length of Kensington Boulevard from Wilson Drive to Frederick Avenue. That wasn't our original concern, but then it was other neighbors' concern after that.
Okay. Is that your understanding for the administration for the memo that was provided?
That was the petition we did.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
The information that was generated contemplated parking on one side from Oakland to Newhall. There was no further evaluation after Newhall.
Does anybody on the board have any questions or any thoughts? And then I can open it up to further public comment. I would like to ask, is the police chief here? I do know that one of the school board members sent an email to the trustees and had mentioned, the crossing guard that was placed there because of something. And could you just clarify that it was the intersection of Kensington and Bartlett?
And Bartlett.
Yeah.
Chief?
I believe that was a teacher that struck a student there at the intersection. I believe last year, is that correct? Yeah.
Is there any concern about sight lines or
We looked at that. We did. Thought we might have restricted a couple of spaces that are in Kensington from Bartlett since then. Yeah, I don't know if it was to the alley, but there was, I think the parking was moved back a little bit from the intersection, if I recall.
And didn't you paint new crosswalk lines? Not you personally, but
I did not.
I believe that
DPW,
fresh paint was put down.
Bartlett and Kensington.
There's no crosswalk lines.
We got a no on that. Thank you.
Trustee Mentor.
There's is it 15 feet from the alley or a driveway? We just talked about this on the lake. It's 15, okay. Because I'm wondering if people, it's pretty heavy parking demand area, so I'm wondering if it sounds like people are not giving the adequate 15 feet.
But correct me if I'm wrong, for those that live there, I believe the parking space goes up to the alley there, right?
That's correct,
Yeah.
that's correct.
So that might be part of the issue, is that our own parking stall is not in line with.
It's not 15 feet.
Correct.
Because I'm confused about if we were to take parking away from the north side. I totally understand their point about coming out and you can't see. And another place where that's really bad is coming out of the parking lot behind the Cornerstone, trying to get onto Oakland. I mean, you know, there's frequently something you cannot see at all when you have Oakland traffic and but I don't quite get, I mean, there's a visibility problem on the south side of the street, but I'm not sure how taking parking away from the north side helps with that visibility issue. So that was just my confusion.
I was over there today for the meeting, and it is congested, like Bluff during school lets out is a problem too. Both on Bartlett and on Lake Bluff, even though it's posted there, no parking, besides people dropping and picking up kids there. So, and Leanne and I were over there today, and the woman was parked in the no parking zone right in the middle of the intersection, so that bottlenecked everything as well. I know it's a different section, but there's just some of those issues there as well. So, that answers your question?
If we set back 15 feet from the intersection, which is our policy, how many spots would be lost on the south side of the road?
Most likely would be one on both sides of, you're talking Kensington now, right?
The alley, yes.
Right,
the
but
alley.
Kensington, yeah. So you'd probably lose both of those spots on the north and south, just east of the alley. Does that make sense? Towards Oakland. Yeah.
West, yeah.
West is, so on the north side, from the alley to Bartlett, there's no parking already. Am I correct in that? No, that's like Bluff.
It's
That's like Bluff,
it's
sorry.
2 hour parking, except for the winter.
Thank you. Thank
But
you.
they're parked here tonight,
Yeah.
on both sides of the street.
Oh, yeah.
Because we go through that intersection all the
So
time.
I just, my question then is, so that's my alley, so I'm very familiar with it. It is, to me, very dangerous. I'm all for small businesses, and I think we need parking, and they park on Bartlett anyways and take up all the on-street parking, so I have no problem with more cars being on Bartlett, that's my street. But that is it's very hard to see, and I'm just asking if there is that, if we follow our policy, how many spots do we lose between Oakland and Kensington, or Bartlett, like,
Well,
I think it's 4.
could be, yeah, could be one on each side of the alley. And like I said, I don't know exactly the distance on some of those, but if the concern is visibility, certainly cars parked on either side of the alley causes visibility issues, whether you're going east or west. So taking a spot away on both sides of the alley would certainly help the visibility for them to get out of the alley.
And I don't know what that does for New Hall, I know that's part of the petition, so.
Up to New Hall, yeah.
This doesn't look like it's signed. I mean, like we had a discussion on Lake about marking where the driveways are, but here with these alleys, there is no sign saying no parking from here to the, this area. That might help make it clear.
Correct, I think it would have to be restriped certainly if that was the decision of the board to remove those spaces. I think it would have to be restriped and re-signed potentially. Yes, Leanne, would that be correct? Re-sign that?
Yes, definitely. If there was an ordinance change, the area would be resigned.
Trustee Perkins.
So this is related, but
slightly off topic, but since we've had that incident at Bartlett in Kensington, have we looked at, because there was some public comments in the packet about concerns of speed if we were to eliminate the parking, but have we looked at installing a stop sign at Bartlett and Kensington? Has that been discussed? Just from my own personal experience, it's sort of I don't know why it's a strange intersection, but that intersection seems like it comes up pretty quickly and just coming right off of Oakland. I don't know if it's just, you know what I mean?
So something, hopefully the traffic.
Yeah.
You know, and so, just to point this out too, we've had since this petition, we've had 2 additional requests, one for another stop sign and another one for parking. So I think part of this discussion needs to be, we've talked about not piecemealing this, and, you know, I think we would look for some direction from you do we want to keep tackling these? Or do we want to wait for this comprehensive study? Now, we could do some things, give some relief around that alley for the short term, and then allow the study to work this all out, because we are going to continue to get these requests, and we're going to be back here again in January with the stop sign request and another parking request. So I think that's the overall discussion that we also need to have is where do we draw the line? Let's say, okay, let's get this parking study and the traffic study a chance to do its job, and then kind of do that. Be a little bit of my suggestion. Otherwise, we're going to start tackling these in the midst of not having a comprehensive look at everything.
Trustee Buckers, I was on public safety for my first term, and it's the same conversation. So that I think we're headed in the right direction for the community-wide, of looking at stop signs comprehensively and understanding what's safer and what's not safer, because it's more than one stop sign. So, but I've heard that before, and I appreciate that. Trustee Buckers.
So I thank you for bringing up the circulation study, because that's something that is near and dear to all of us here on the board. Also, I was wondering if the ped and bike safety committee has reviewed this material and if they had any suggestions.
No, they have not reviewed.
And I don't know that ped and bike safety, this is more auto-oriented.
But they also have given us a comprehensive plan, 138 pages, with bike routes in Shorewood and Kensington being one of the major thoroughfares from Wilson to Lake. So I guess I should read that area, but yes, they deal with pedestrian safety is one of this, I hear what you're saying. We have a pedestrian safety issue, and that's why the crossing guard is there. We have motorist safety with the blind exit from the alley, right? And the visibility issue. And then we have a different item here, which is the speed, or the safety, although I'm not understanding that as much as, because usually when you have a car on both sides, it reduces speed, and people do have to, move around. So I see those as different things. But the visibility issue, is definitely something that, it sounds like it's already an ordinance with the parking 15 feet back, so we are probably at fault here by not having the proper markings on the street. So that's something that we should definitely do right now.
That's a great question, and Rebecca, maybe you can clarify. My assumption is our parking ordinance also identifies where parking is available for 2-hour parking, and so maybe it's conflicting. Is that?
I don't know.
I think it's in 525. All of the identified parking areas that are in chapter, it's 500 parking.
So just for clarification, it's 4 feet from the alley, 15 from the crosswalk.
Yeah.
Just want to clarify.
4 feet's not enough. We can widen the lip of the alley, so it pushes it back further.
But again, just because it says 4 feet doesn't mean it can't be that entire parking spot, so that's an option. Still remove a parking space from either side of the alley.
Trustee Warren.
Just to contribute my 2 cents on the issue, I'm very much in support of the circulation study that we're doing, and I understand the urge to have on piecemeal. But again, I agree with what's been said, that when there's a safety issue, we need to tackle that and find the most expedient way to do it. So, I'm looking forward to trying to figure the citizen input.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that south alley, it is coming between U-Haul and Bartlett. It is, those houses are right up toward the street, more unique. I mean, there isn't much of a side lot there, so there is a little more crunchy, less sight line along the road to the south entry. So it would make sense to maybe push that back, because that's a unique situation. Those houses are much closer to the street, or sight line farther back in the alley. Particularly when that overgrowth that was in there was not good either. So this is somewhat of a unique alley situation, and it's a busy street. And also in winter, we have the winter regulations in now for the north side, so it is opened up
Yes, it
for
is.
right now. And we do have the transportation stuff coming. So I would be concerned about putting the stop signs just one at a time.
Right, we've had that problem in the past, and then once you install